Okay, so one of the things that I have learned is really damaging for women, high achieving women, is this whole concept that we adopt of being superheroes. And you may be thinking, I don't see myself as a superhero, but I guarantee you that some of the actions you do during the week and some of the decisions you make probably are coming from a place of thinking you should be able to do everything. And the superhero complex is well defined in science, in literature, in psychology, is thinking that you should be able to do a full-time job and take care of your kids and have the perfect house and take care of your community. You should be able to work full time, raise a family, take care of your home, and be a perfect size. You should be able to have an hour a day of work or 10 hours a day of work and an hour a day of exercise and cook a home cooked meal, right? All these things come from society putting pressure on women to have a superhero complex. And what happens is it actually really harms us, because when we can't achieve these expectations that only a superhero could, none of us are superheroes, we start the shame complex and the cycle of shame that basically says we're not good enough, we're not working hard enough, we failed, we're either failing at work or failing as our family. And that shame leads us to a lot of negative and unhealthy behaviors. So things like, substance abuse, anxiety, depression, unhealthy food habits, lack of exercise, withdrawing from others, and just negative self-talk, which can be extremely, extremely destructive, because all of that leads to stress. And we know that stress actually affects our physical health, leads to things like anxiety, depression, obesity, all of this. And it confounds all of those things if we have a genetic predisposition for those and we're under constant stress. So the root of a lot of our stress is unmet expectations on ourselves and a feeling of we can't ask for help. And that is the superhero complex. So the question I want to ask you is, why do I have this shoulda? When I start shouldaing myself, call it, right? Like, I should do this. I should have been able to do that. I'm failing at this. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? A lot of times it's coming from a modeled behavior, or it's an expectation that we have adopted because of society. Things like even social media can really perpetuate this superhero complex. So it's a really good self-coaching exercise to ask yourself those questions. And a really good question is, would you expect it of another woman? And if you wouldn't expect it of your best friend or your sister or your mom or your colleague, why do you expect it of yourself? If you like this, make sure you're subscribing to my YouTube channel and go to becomebraveenough.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter called The Scoop.